Yes. So I think in last lecture we have started with the micro operation. Okay. So in last lecture we have discussed what is adder. Okay. Then we have seen adder subtractor circuit. Okay. So that we have started. Let me quickly go through that part so you can have idea. Yes, here it is. Okay, so we have discussed system using tri-state buffer. Okay, this is what we have discussed. Then we have discussed binary adder. Okay, and some category of arithmetic microoperation. Okay, and then we have discussed adder subtractor circuit. Okay, so we have seen that how we can perform the subtraction using you can say XOR. Okay, so that we have discussed. This is what we have discussed in last lecture. Okay, so let me quickly give you one example of it, subtraction. Okay, and then we will be moving forward with the, you can say, arithmetic circuit. Okay, we will discuss all the operation by taking the, how we can perform the all the basic arithmetic operation in computer. Okay, so that we will discuss. So let's start. We have seen one example. Okay, 15 minus 5 when m is equals to 1. Okay, let's have one more example. Okay, for the same adder subtractor circuit. So let me take one number. For example, here we will take the example of addition. Okay, so 7 plus 8. We will perform the addition of 7 in 8. Okay, so 7, if we try to represent the 7, then it is 4 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, and 8 is 8 plus means only direct 8. Okay, so if we try to write down 7 into let's say this part, this one, binary. Okay, then it will like, let's say, 1 2 4 8. Okay, so 0 triple 1. Okay, in case of 8, it will be 1 triple 0. Okay, now let's see that what will happen in case of addition. So whenever value of m will be 0, in that case, as you can see here, okay, whenever value of m will be 0, okay, addition will be performed. Okay, addition will be performed. So let's have an example of that part. So here, 7 is, this is 7 and this is 8. Okay. Now, when m is 0, okay, so 0 XOR B. Yes, 0. Well, we have also concluded in previous session. Okay. So if here you can see, if we will perform XOR operation with itself, with XOR operation of 0 with a variable, okay, then we will get variable itself. And if we will perform the XOR operation with 1 of any variable, then we will get the complement one. Okay, so this is what we will get. Now, let's see that what we will get in output of this XOR gate. Okay, so here B is uh, 8. Okay, this is A and this is B. Okay, so m is 0. So 1 0 0 0. Okay, this is B and this is 0, all 0. Okay, B XOR 0. Answer will be 1 unequal equal 0 equal 0 equal 0. Okay, now this is B XOR 0. Okay, now let's add it to A. So A is 0 1 1 1, and here B XOR 0 is 1 0 0 0. Okay, so 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 plus 1 1. Okay, here carry in will be 0. Okay, this part C0, C0 will be 0. So this is our answer. Okay, so answer will be 15. So 7 plus 8, 15. If we will have, if we will get answer, okay, or value of C4 is 1, okay, then in that case, it will be considered as an overflow. Overflow means whatever answer we are getting, that cannot be represented using 4 bits. That cannot be represented using 4 bits. That cannot be represented using 4 bits. Now, let's have an example of subtraction. Okay, this time what we will do, we will try to subtract 15 from 5. Okay, so 5 minus 15. Here A is 5, B is 15. Okay, so let's see that first of all we will write down A and B in form of binary. Okay, so 5 is 4 plus 1 5. So A will be 0 1 0 1. Okay, and B will be 15. B is 15. So 1 1 1 1. Okay, now here what we want to perform, we want to perform subtraction. So value of M will be 1. Okay, so let's perform B XOR 1. Okay, so B XOR 1 means all 1 and 1. Okay, so B XOR 1 will be 0 0 0 0. Okay, now let's add it to A. What is value of A? So A is 0 1 0 1. Okay, and B XOR 1 is 0 0 0 0. Okay, as well as value of C0 will be 1. So 1 plus 1, 0 plus 0, 0, and carry will be 1. So here 1, here 1, here 0. Okay, and here you see value of C4, C out, okay, C4 will be 0. Okay, now here we will check. If C4 or output carry is 0, okay, that means answer is negative. Okay, okay, if answer is negative, okay, answer is negative, that means we have to perform the 2's complement. If C4 output carry is 1, then answer is positive. Then answer is positive. Okay, so here output carry is 0. Okay, so to get the actual answer, what we have to do, we have to take the 2's complement of this. Okay, and then we have to append negative sign. So complement of this 1 0 0 1. Okay, plus 1. So 1 plus 1 0. Here 1 plus 0 1 0 1. Okay, and we have to put, okay, 1 0 1. We have to put negative sign before this. Okay, so if we convert this into binary, then let's say 1 2 4 8. So 8 plus 2 10. So minus 10. So this is the answer. Okay, so 5 minus 15 minus 10. So this is how address operator circuit will work. Okay, so answer will be decided based on the C4. Okay, if there is carry, that means answer is positive. So we will simply discard the carry, and whatever bits are there here, we have seen in last lecture. That will be the answer. Okay, and if it is output carry is 0, as we have seen today, so in that case, answer is negative. Okay, not here, but here. This one. So in that case, answer is negative. So what we have to do? We have to take the 2's complement of the answer, and we have to put negative sign to that answer. Okay, so minus 10. So this is how it will work. All of you clear with this? Anybody is having any doubt in this? So we can start with the next topic, that is arithmetic circuit.
No,
Okay. So let's move forward with the next topic. Okay, I am assuming that all of you are clear with this. Okay, so let me draw the arithmetic circuit. Okay, this concept is still used nowadays. So let me put four in it. I think I have to put lot of space, otherwise it won't go. Let me put leveling into this. Is this full headed? 0. Full header 1. Full header 2. Full header 3. Okay, this is 4 cross 1 multiplexer, 4 cross 1 multiplexer, 4 cross 1 multiplexer, 4 cross 1 mux. Okay, this will have two input as we have discussed previously. This is x0, this is y0, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. This is C in. Here you can say C0, carry 1, carry 1, carry 2, carry 2, carry 3, carry 3. This is C4, or you can say carry out. Okay, and from each full adder, we will have addition bit D0, digit 0, digit 1, digit 2, digit 3. Okay, now let me put label over here. A0, A1, A2, A3. These A0, A1, A2, A3 are the bit from the register A. Okay, now these both are the selection input. Okay, S1 and S1 and S0. Okay, so this is S1, this is S0. Okay, S1, S0, S1, S0, S1, S0. Okay, here S1, S0. So 4 cross 1 multiplexer is there, so there will be 4 input to each multiplexer. Okay, so which are those input? This is bit number 0. Then similarly we will have bit number 1. Similarly, we will have bit 2. And similarly, we will have bit 3. Okay. Next, we will have two more input, that is 0 and 1. Okay, so that we already taken, so let's pick some another color. Yes, this is 0. Okay, if we consider this as a 0, then what we will do, we will put another NOT gate. Okay, and from that we will give another input. Yes, if this question is asked in exam, okay, then you have to draw all the components. Okay, you have to remember this. So this is 0, this is 1. And let's quickly give number over here. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, you see, from this figure, we can say that this A0 and B0 are the variable. Okay, and how many input parameters are there? Okay, so input parameters will be S0, S1, and Cin. Input parameter will be S0, S1, and Cin. Okay, so if we consider these three parameters, okay, then how many possible combinations are there? 2 raised to 3, 8. Okay, so in that case, let me write down those three parameters and let me prepare a small table for you people. So you can have a clear idea. S1, then S0, then Cin. Okay, and then we will specify the input to this full adder. Now, by default, one input to this full adder is A0, A1, A2, and A3. Okay, that means register A. So we will be focusing on Y0. Okay, we will be focusing on Y. Okay, Y input. Y means what input will be selected from this multiplexer. Okay, and then based on that, we will specify the D. Okay, which operation will be performed in D. Okay, so that we will try to figure out based on this. Okay. Uh, Let me move all these things. Okay, so if there are 3 bit, okay, then there are 8 possible combinations. Those combinations are 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. Okay, so total 8 combinations are there. Now we won't be focusing on this C in right now. We will be focusing on S1 and S0. S1 and S0. Now look at this multiplexer. Okay, what is the first input to this multiplexer? B0, B1, B2, and B3. Okay, so if we combine all this, then we can say that it is register B. Okay, so whenever the input, selection input to this multiplexer will be 0, 0, what will be selected? B will be selected. Okay, so wherever there is value of S1 and S0 and S1, it is 0, 0. There B will be selected and B will be given as an input to full adder. Okay, so in this first two case, value of Y will be B. In next case, okay, let's say if the value of the selection input is 0, 1. Okay, 0, 1 means second input. What is the second input? Second input is B0 dash, B1 dash, B2 complement, and B3 complement. Okay, so in short, we can say there will be B complement. Okay, so here there will be B complement in next. Why? Because selection input is 0, 1. In next case, okay, 1 0. 1 0 means second input will be selected. What is second input? Second input is 0. Okay, second input is 0. Okay, so uh, 0 will be forwarded over here from this multiplexer. 0 will be forwarded here. 0 will be selected. 0 will be forwarded here. So in all means in next two case, okay, and whenever value of this S0 and S1 will be 1 1. In that case, last input, what is the last input? Last input is 0 complement, means 1. Okay, so in that case, 1 will be 0. Okay, now we will consider C in. Okay, C in. So by default, one input to this full adder is A. Okay, so everywhere we will write A. Here B plus 0. Okay, so it will be A plus B. Here it will be B plus 1. A plus B plus 1. Okay, why? Because value of external carry is 1. Here this will be A plus B dash. This will be A plus B dash plus 1. Okay, this will be A plus 0. This will be A plus 1. Okay, this will be A plus 1 plus 0. Okay, here it will be, in this case, it will be A plus 0 plus 1. Okay, and in last case, it will be A plus 1 plus 1. Okay, so these 8 operations will be there for this arithmetic circuit. Okay, now let's try to label this operation. Okay, what is the first operation? First operation is simple addition. Okay, A plus B. Here, what will be the next operation? A plus B plus 1. Here, we are performing addition, but input carry will be given. Okay, input carry will be given. That means addition with carry. Addition with carry. Okay, in next statement, A plus B dash plus 1. Don't focus on this. A plus B dash plus 1. Okay, which operation will be performed here? Can anyone tell me? In this statement, which operation will be performed? Can anyone tell me? A plus B dash plus 1. A plus B dash plus 1.
Complement.
Yes, which one?
Complement. A plus B dash.
B dash plus 1. Okay. Which operation will be performed? Whether it will result into addition or it will result into subtraction. Whether it will result into addition or it will result into subtraction. Okay, subtraction. Why? Because here only we have seen. Okay, no, in previous, I think in previous slide we have seen. It is not there. But in previous canvas, we have seen that, okay, here it is, yes. Here we have taken the example. Here we have seen that whenever we will perform A minus B, okay, so for that we have to use the subtractor. Okay, but if we don't want to use subtractor, using adder, we want to perform the, you can say, subtraction. In that case, A plus B dash plus 1. This is what we have written. Okay, A plus B dash plus 1. Okay, so that same way, this will result into subtraction. Okay, this will result into okay. What we can say A plus B dash plus 1 minus 1. Before subtracting A from B, what we have done? We have decremented it by 1. Okay, so we can write it like, let's say A plus B dash. This can be written like this. Okay, so before subtraction, what we have done? We have reduced 1. We have decremented 1. Okay, so this will result into subtraction with borrow. Okay, why? Because before subtraction we have reduced 1. We have decremented it to 1. Now next, here what will happen in this case? A plus 0. So A, so what this will do? This will simply transfer A. Okay, in last operation, here, this will also result into transfer A. Why? Why this will also result into transfer A? Can anyone tell me? Yes, can anyone tell me why this will result into transfer A? Yes, anyone? Yes, transfer A. Let me explain you. A plus two's complement of A plus two's complement of 1. What is two's complement of 1? Complement of 1 is 0. 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1. So again we will get 1. Okay, so A minus 1. This can be written as A minus 1. A minus 1. It will be incremented by 1. Okay, so we will get A. So for that reason, this will result into transfer A. Clear, all of you? Okay, this is resulting into transfer A because A plus 1 can be represented as A minus 1. A plus 1 can be represented A minus 1. Why? Because complement of A is 0, 0 plus 1. 1 means 2's complement of 1 is 1 itself. So A plus 1, it will become A minus 1 plus 1. Okay, so minus 1 plus 1, so 0, so A. So similarly, if it is 0, if we ignore this 0, okay, in that case, A plus 1, this will be represented as decrement. This will be represented as decrement. Okay, and next, what is this? What we can represent? This will represent into increment. This will this will result into increment. Let's have one example of this. Okay, so you people have a very clear and cut idea that why it will result into increment, why it will result into decrement and all those things. So are you people clear with the table? How we have written the table? Okay. Don't worry about this increment, decrement and transfer part. Okay. So that we will see with the example. Okay. But at least you people are clear that how we have written those 8 operations. Yes. All of you are clear that how we have written this 12 operation. Okay. Yes. Thank you. So let's see one by one, okay, that how this will result into transfer A. Okay, let's take value of A is, let's say 1010. Right now we are discussing about this one. Okay, so A plus 0 plus 0, A plus 0 plus 0. Okay, so here input from selection from this all 4 multiplexer will be 0. Okay, so here 0 0 0. Okay, so if I write in terms, this is y. Okay, so this is A3, A2, A1, A0. Okay, similarly this is Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. Okay, and what is the value of carry in this case? Value of carry in is 0. Okay, so here value of carry in is 0. So 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0. Carry will be 0. 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0. So 1. Okay, carry will be 0. All 0, 0. Carry is 0. 0 plus 1 plus 0, 1. And carry 0. Okay, so we will discard this carry 1 0 1 0. Okay, so we are getting A, we have given A as an input and we are getting A as an output. So that's why it is resulting into transfer A. Let's have one more example, last one. Okay, specifically this one. Okay, because this is confusing. So why it will result into transfer A? So let me give you one example of that. Let's take this one. A is 1010. Okay, what will be the value of y? Value of y is 1. Okay, so y is all 1. Okay, and value, what is the value of C in? Value of C in is 1. Okay, value of C in is 1. Now let's see that what is happening. If we perform 1 plus 0 plus 1, so answer will be 0, carry will be 1. 1 plus 1, 0. 0 plus 1, 1, and carry will be 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 1, 0. Carry will be 1. Okay, 1 plus 1, 0. 0 plus 1, 1, and carry will be 1. Okay, so this is C4, carry 4. What we have given as input A, 1, 0, 1, 0. What we are getting as output? Okay, so this is the reason that in both of these cases, we will get transfer A operation. We will get transfer A operation. Now clear with the transfer, so I can explain you increment and decrement. Are you clear with the transfer? So I can explain you increment and decrement. All of you are clear with the transfer? All of you are clear with this? I'm asking all of you.
Yes, sir.
If you are clear with this, then I will give you the example of increment and decrement, both. Okay, but if you acknowledge me that, sir, no, sir, we are done with this, that's fine. Okay, so then I should give you the example. Okay, there are 47 students and hardly 8 or 10 students are replying. Anyway, let me give you the example of increment and decrement. Okay, let's have an example of increment. Okay, this case. Okay, a plus 0 plus 1. Okay, so current value of a is, let's say, 1010. 1010 means 1248. This is 10. Okay, here value of y is 0. Okay, so here y all bit 0. Okay, and value of c in this case, value of c in is 1. Okay, so value of c in is 1. Okay, so if you perform the addition of this 1 plus 0, so 1, then 0, then 1. Okay, so this will result into 11. Okay, if all the bits of A is 1, okay, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then we will try to add 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1, 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 0, 1. Carry will be 1. So this is C4. Okay, value of C4 is 1. That means this has resulted into overflow operation. This has resulted into overflow operation. Now, Let me give you example of decrement. Okay, that how this will result into decrement. Okay, so we are clear with this case also. Now let's have an example of decrement. Okay, 0 1 1 1. Let's take example 0 1 1 1. This is A. Okay, now at present we are discussing about this case. So all the input of Y is 1. Value of C in is 0. Okay, so let's see that what we are getting A plus Y plus C in. So 0 plus 1 plus 1. So this will result into 0. Carry will be 1. 1 plus 1 0. 0 plus 1 1. Okay, carry will be 1. 1 plus 1 0. 0 plus 1 1. Carry will be 1. And 1 plus 1 0. Carry will be 1. Okay, so this is our answer. Okay, so if we try to convert this into integer, then 1, 2, and 4, this is 7. Okay, and then this is 2 plus 4, this is 6. So you can see 7 is decremented to 6. Clear? Similarly, uh, PDF or link. Okay, for more example. Don't worry about this. Whatever concept we are learning in lecture. Okay, in lab session we will have example of all those concept. Okay, in lab session. So in lab session we will cover the example of those things. Clear? Iba? Okay, so just don't worry about this. That how how we will do the practice. Okay, but in lab session we will have practice on this. So this is what I wanted to cover in this lecture. Okay, if anybody is having any doubt, any session, any doubt or any question, okay, then you can let me know that, so I will clear your doubt. Don't worry about subtraction with borrow. Okay, you people just simply remember it. Okay, very hardly you people will be using subtraction. Very rarely you people will be using subtraction with borrow. Okay, you are not going to use it in any calculation or anywhere. Okay, so yes, anybody is having any other doubt or any query, then you can ask me. Okay, I will try to resolve it. It seems all of you are clear. You don't have any doubt.
No, sir.
Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's conclude our session here. Okay, let me tell you what we have seen, what we have discussed today. Today we have discussed arithmetic circuit. Okay, 4-bit arithmetic circuit. In exam, this question can be asked like draw and explain the 4-bit arithmetic circuit with table. okay, this function table. So you have to draw the circuit as well as you have to prepare the table. Here, if you are changing the connection, let me tell you, if you are altering the connection, like let's say if you are changing connection in this multiplexer, okay, in this part, okay, then accordingly this operation will be changed. Okay, so make sure that I will not allow any random connection. Okay, so if you are changing the connection, then accordingly you have to prepare the table. Okay, so you don't make any mistake in preparing the table. And this is the one of the most important concept from this unit. Okay, so you should remember this concept as well. Yeah.
સર આપણે આ વસ્તુ બીજી વાર બ્રશઅપ કરવી હોય તો શેમાંથી કરાય?
So that I told you that I have given you the address of email address of my channel. So in my YouTube channel I have uploaded all these videos. So in whatever number of time you want to see those videos, you can see.
So please send out the link.
I think I have pasted link as well in past. Okay, no problem. Let me paste it again. I have uploaded all the tutorials, all the videos, all the concept from this for this subject. Okay, only one unit is left, and if I will get time, then I will upload those as well. Okay, so let me put URL of that channel. That was the sound from introduction video. Yes. So I have pasted the link in chat box, and from there you can save this link. Okay. And whenever you want to refer to the content, you can refer. I will also try to upload some numerical example over here. So that's it from my side. Tomorrow we will be discussing logic micro operation and logic circuit and application of logic micro operation.